mic's fixed.
Thank you very much. I am Floyd Azure, Chairman of the Assiniboine and Sioux Tribes of the Fort Peck Reservation. I would like to thank the Subcommittee for the opportunity to present this testimony. I grew up on the Fort Peck Indian Reservation. I started my business. I raised my family on the Fort Peck Reservation. I love my home. I love my people who have entrusted me with their future. There's no place I would choose to live than the land my ancestors preserved for us. But my people are facing challenges that for many communities are just abstract news stories. A father is found overdosed. A child was taken from her parents. A mother commits suicide. But in my community, these are not abstract news stories. Each of these tragedies is personal to me because I grew up with these people and their families, and yes, because they trust me with their futures. In my house, it is not only I who bears the burden of these tragedies. My wife, Jerry, has been a kindergarten teacher in the popular school for almost 30 years now. She is one of the many unsung heroes throughout Indian country who is making sure that no matter what is happening in a child's home life, when he or she comes to school, they are safe. Because of Jerry and people like her, I think Indian country has a lot to celebrate. At Fort Peck, like many tribal communities across the plains, we are celebrating our basketball teams. I am so proud of our popular Indians who are the 2019 Northern B Division champions. The last time this happened was 35 years ago.
35 years.
Well, last night, they began their successful bid for the state championship. They won their first game.
And you're here.
It's great. And I can say as a politician, it is quite a sacrifice to be here with you this week and not home with this team cheering them on. I got a cousin that's on the team, a young cousin who's playing, so I cheer him on. This is a school that 10 years ago we had a CED-identified suicide cluster. 5 of our children in middle school committed suicide and 20 more 7th and 8th graders tried. The children who are playing in a state basketball tournament this week are the peers of the children who took their lives. Notwithstanding the pain and grief that they had seen and experienced in their young lives, they made a different choice. They chose to work hard and to play a sport for the joy and for the love of our community. Whatever made these children get up and keep going to school, making the grades and going to practice, it is what we need more of. I wish I could say that this week I will go home and it will be a Hollywood movie and all will be right, but that will not be the case. Our children will go home to a community that is overrun with drugs. This last summer we had a rash of heroin overdoses, including 2 fatal overdoses in 1 month. Every month a child is born testing positive for meth or some other drug. We have entire families that are using, from grandmothers to grandchildren. This level of social dysfunction is no doubt the cause of the high suicide rate in our communities. I wish I could say that this plague has passed over Fort Peck, and we found that the magic bullet to stop this tragedy. But just last summer, Michael Lee, a 13-year-old boy, took his life. This baby really had a family that loved him. He played sports, and he was determined to go to college. In many people's minds, he had so much promise, but something happened, and we lost this child. Who knows what we as a tribe lost because this young man lost hope and took his own life. I can only tell you that it is time that we stop burying our children and start working together to combat this tragedy. We would urge the subcommittee to continue emphasize the need for additional mental health and substance abuse treatment. In particular, we support the effort to develop a special behavioral pilot program to combat behavioral mental health issues in a holistic and culturally appropriate way. If popular basketball team's success this year teaches us anything, is that our children are resilient. We cannot give up on them. We need to have hope, and we need to fund the programs that will give them the tools they need to live a healthy lifestyle. I want to thank the committee for the time today. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Sir, we have your full testimony. That is different than what I have in my book. Could I please have it for the official record?
Yeah.
Thank you. It's very, very eloquent. Without any objection, Mr. Joyce?
None whatsoever.
So moved.